Well, Zaxa and all of the other Aurors out there, this is for you. I'm doing it. Oh, is this the music we're having underneath? All right, Harry Potter says, my Aurors finished searching Constance's flat. Sure enough, they found Matthias Pickering right where she said he'd be, under the effect of a draft of living death, but otherwise unharmed. Uh-oh. They also found large quantities of ingredients needed for making Polyjuice Potion. Of course they did. Constance, anticipation, don't overhype myself up for the resolve to the story, because I'm probably not going to be satisfied, but I do want some insight. How is Constance Pickering such a powerful witch? How did that happen? Don't you think it's odd how forthcoming Constance is being? Oh my god. Uh-oh. Why would she willingly incriminate herself by admitting that she overthrew her grandfather and took his place as the leader of a criminal organization? I didn't think this through. Hermione, you're asking questions at the end of the game that I don't know the answers to. I'm not sure. I don't know. Perhaps she's genuinely come to terms with the fact that she's reached the end of the road with the unforgivable and has decided to just come clean. Or she's hoping her candor will lure us into a false sense of security. I forgot. I know the calendar for the rest of the events and y'all don't, Harry and Hermione. Oh no. I'd suggest taking everything she says with a grain of salt until we can figure her intentions out. Oh no. Fortunately for us, Constance may have knowingly revealed the location of the last bit of leverage the Unforgivable has over us. Penelope Folly's location. This is like the music. It's just like really intense right here. This is what Harry Potter is feeling right now. You promised you'd tell me anything I wanted to know, so tell me this. You avoided Hermione's trap, so you must have known she was going to use Veritaserum to expose the identity of the Unforgivable's mole. So why didn't you warn Gareth Greengrass? Aw snap. Aw snap. I understand that you didn't want him to know you were Theus, but I'm sure you could have found a way to discreetly tip him off. So why didn't you? Why did you let another member of the Unforgivable fall into our hands? Didn't she just say it? Like, she doesn't actually care about the Unforgivable members. She wants them all to burn. I feel like that's probably what she's going to say. Because I knew you could do what I couldn't. Oh, never mind. Twist. Get Sirius the treatment she needed for her blood malediction. But Gareth was too stubborn and angry at the ministry to realize that himself. So, wait, why does it matter if Gareth's daughter gets treatment? So you let things play out and manipulated Gareth and I into reaching an understanding. You encouraged me to empathize with Gareth, knowing that I'd end up wanting to help Sirius. You set us both up. Yes, Harold. Ooh, tiny text, lots of things Connie needs to say. And Dumbledore set you up to face Voldemort. Okay, I'm sorry. Excuse you. This is how you're gonna compare yourself to Dumbledore? One of the greatest wizards of all time. All right, knowing full well that meant sending you to your death. He understood that you have to do some bad things for the greater good. She is twisting everything. I'm sorry for manipulating you, but because I did, Sirius is finally getting the attention she should have gotten years ago. And that's what really matters, isn't it? Okay, I'm sorry, I have to say this every single time. Like, I don't understand how this young dark witch has done all of this by herself. She is ultimately Connie's the greatest wizard of all time. Well, did you find Matthias? Yes, he was exactly where you said he'd be. The ministry has taken him into... Hermione this whole time is just like, I don't trust this girl one bit. There's something shady going on. The ministry has taken him into custody, where we've already corroborated some of your claims against him. It appears you were actually telling the truth. You find my honesty suspicious, don't you? I don't need legilimency to see that. Oh gosh. Frankly, yes. I think you have an ulterior motive for telling us all this. Am I wrong? No. Oh my god! You just straight up Connie is serious business right now. No. As usual, Hermione, you're spot on. The truth is that I want you on my side. And deep down, I think you want to be on mine too. I am so nervous for Hermione. I am so nervous for Hermione right now. Oh, this is gonna be the end of Minister Granger right here. This is the big scandal that'll oust her out of office. You're a talented and passionate witch, Constance. You could have had a long career at the ministry, where you'd have actually been able to make a difference and create the sort of change you keep insisting you want to see. So why did you throw that all away? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't fool yourself, Harry. I know you've seen the limits of what the ministry can do and how many people fall through the bureaucratic cracks. Just look at what happened to Gareth and Sirius Greengrass. She's like, don't pull this on me, Harry. I'm not like, just be real. The ministry isn't perfect, but think of all the good we've done since the Second Wizarding War ended. Werewolves used to be ostracized and discriminated against, but thanks to our outreach program, attitudes are changing. The wizarding community is becoming more inclusive. I'm not discounting the progress you've made, but didn't your original proposal include providing free wolfsbane potions to any werewolf who wanted them? Politics and protocols prevented you from making the kind of change that would have done the most good. She's just like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she absolutely is the hero in her mind, for sure. I know you're trying your hardest, Harry, but at its best, the ministry is ineffective. At its worst, it's dangerous. You can try to change it, but there will always be things the ministry simply can't do. Hermione, is it true that one of our volunteers found a note from Grim Folly? Oh yeah, that person. Do you remember Grim Folly? I think he was important to this story somehow. After returning a foundable? A piece of one, yes. So I love it. Okay, so now Constance is not part of this. Like, it's just Harry and Hermione now. We can't be certain it's from Grim just yet, but it seems likely. Wait. Are we sure Constance is real? I keep coming back to this because the hidden in plain sight comment from the last event is bugging me. It's bothering me because I don't know exactly what she's referencing yet. So I know it's kind of like, oh yeah, like things are hidden in plain sight. Maybe it's in a portrait or like a figurine or something. But what if it's her, actually, not her? What if Grim is a disgruntled former ministry employee because nobody found his wife? Grim wouldn't work with us because the Unforgivable had taken Penelope hostage and were threatening to hurt her. Now that she's safe, Grim might finally be open to ending the calamity. Hermione, at this point, why do you even talk to Harry? He's just, I think that he's gonna lead you astray. Hermione says, and now that we've managed to recover half of the note, I can confirm that this letter does appear to be from Grim. Well, what does it say? Does Grim seem like he'll be willing to work with us? I mean, he did write that he wants to meet now that Penelope is safe and Constance is in custody, but dun dun dun. But what? I don't know. The note cuts off there. Harry says, I heard our volunteers were able to recover and reassemble the rest of Grim's note. So, what's his condition for meeting with us? It's Penelope. He won't turn himself in until she's been freed from her portrait. That shouldn't be too... Y'all haven't freed Penelope from the portrait yet? How many weeks has it been? You're just sitting there with her portrait, like, just on your desk? What the heck? After all, we freed Kit Gerard from the same curse. I'll get the team of curse breakers that helped Kit on it right away. Restoring her missing memories will be more difficult, but even that's doable. Are you sure it's doable? This has been months of Ron trying to recover his memories. Are you sure it's like not that bad? This might really be it, Hermione. Once we have Grim on our side, we might actually be able to end the calamity. It does feel like this year's long battle is finally drawing to a close, doesn't it? Even so, we shouldn't get complacent. After all, there's no telling what the Unforgivable might do now that they've been backed into a corner. Look, what if Grimm... Constance is a disgruntled witch. What if Grimm is still disgruntled and doesn't want to help you out? I found her, Harry! I found Penelope Foley. Okay, so it's not that they didn't release her from the portrait, they just couldn't find her? Why are all these people so suspicious? I don't buy anything that they're saying. You did? I've had my Aurors out searching for Penelope ever since Grimm announced that the Unforgivable were holding her hostage. But they never found her dragon hide nor unicorn hair of her. Or found dragon hide nor unicorn hair. Oh, it's a phrase. I was like, wait, why did she have dragon hide and unicorn hair? Where was she? Of course she was on Constance's desk. Y'all, that wasn't the first place that you searched and just like scoured and was like, oh, what kind of suspicious things does she have on her desk? The portrait Gareth Greengrass trapped her in had been transfigured in... Oh, okay. Connie is a smart cookie. Okay, transfigured into a paperweight. Constance's earlier comment about why she hid her grandfather in plain sight got me thinking the same was probably true for Penelope. Okay, now we have that answer. Connie is probably Connie. Hermione is probably Hermione. We figured it out. To think Penelope was right under our noses this entire time, and we never noticed. I must have searched her office 10 times. Kimmards! Never once did it occur to me that the paperweight might be anything other than a paperweight. This is why Hermione Granger is Minister of Magic and not Harry Potter. Don't beat yourself up over it. The only one who should feel guilty is Constance. Fortunately, Penelope is safe now, and we're one step closer to ending both the Unforgivable and the Calamity for good. I mean, if we didn't know that the game was ending, I would be like, sure, Hermione, sure, we're almost at the end of all of this. Oh, Ron, I forgot you existed in this life. Some kids get brooms for their 17th birthdays. I got a near-death experience. Wow, Ron, wow. Not one of your better birthdays, was it? Thanks, Harry. No, but surprisingly not the worst either. That honor belongs to the time George tricked me into eating the extra strength puking pastille he was developing. Oh gosh. I remember that. We were we were celebrating your birthday at Brews and Stews. Oh, that's so cute. The servers had just lit the candles on your cake. And we're in the middle of singing happy birthday when your projectile vomited all over them. Ew, Ron. Talk about like vomit jelly beans, but like in real life. That was pretty bad. But at least it seems, yeah, right? It seems you've gotten more of your adult memories back. True, and now I finally understand why Hermione never wants to eat out. Oh. Oh, that is a yikes forever indeed. Ew. As promised, I've told you everything you wanted to know about my involvement with the Unforgivable. Now I hope you'll keep your promise and hear me out. Harry and I have heard and seen plenty. We know firsthand what happens when you help people. I love how it's just... I imagine Hermione doing the air quotes in real life when you help people and what you'll do in pursuit of the greater good. I know I speak for both of us when I say we want no part of it. Oh, Connie's gonna Avada you. No. But Hermione, how many times have you wished you could make a real difference without having to navigate petty politics or legal red tape? Oh my God, Constance Pickering. Or you, Harry, how often have you seen the guilty walk free because they know how to play the system? I'm imagining her kind of like implanting some sort of like dark imperiousness into their minds, being like, let me convince you, let me lure you into my evil way of thinking. What exactly is your point, Constance? You need someone who can work outside the system to do the things you want to but can't. That's where the Unforgivable come in. We'll get our hands dirty while you keep trying to change things from within. Together, we'll be able to make a difference, starting with revealing magic to muggles. All right, we're gonna have to go back. Go way back. When there is evidence somewhere of me, Prof. Lynette, saying if this game is some sort of like battle, because I wasn't really fully thinking through the concept of wizards uniting. I was thinking more in the lines of Ingress, where you have two teams and one team is wanting to abolish the statute. Oh, it went black. Abolish the statute of secrecy, and the other team was wanting to keep it intact, and there would be this like constant struggle, and that's how the game would infinitely last forever, is that you would have this back and forth. I can't find it, so if you find this clip I'm talking about, I will buy you a present, but instead enjoy this throwback to Constance Pickering. This spell, Repello Muggletum, is verified by Constance Pickering? I have it on record somewhere that if that were the case and there was a team abolish the statute of secrecy, expose the wizarding world, that I would be on that team. So I'm not gonna lie, like I have said that before. And I don't know if that makes me on Team Connie. Am I on Team Connie right now? I don't know. But the problem is, she doesn't seem like she has good intentions. I am still a little confused right now, though. What does Constance have to gain from exposing the wizarding world? It's still not clear to me. I don't know if, I'm not sure if it's clear to y'all, but like I don't understand, what does she gain from all of this? Only an Auror for a few hours. Listen to you now. Yeah, well, I guess. I'm a secret Slytherin and a wannabe Auror.